Dear friend, thank you for being here today. Have you ever felt like time stands still the moment water touches your skin, or sensed that somewhere deep within you, a secret current is stirring, something ancient, something powerful, something waiting to rise? If those words make your heart beat a little faster, you didn't find this video by accident. The universe brought you here for a reason. Tonight, we open a door. Few have dared to approach the hidden prophecy of Pisces, the water-born soul whose destiny is written not in the stars above, but in the waves that whisper below. For centuries, mystics have spoken of a sacred day when the ocean of fate itself would shift, when the dreams of Pisces would stop being illusions and begin to manifest into gold, youth, and miracles. That day, my friend, is not far away. It is the 27th of October, year 2025, the day Nostradamus once called the awakening of the sacred water gate. On that day, the celestial tides will move in harmony with Neptune, the planet of dreams, and Jupiter, the bringer of expansion and wealth. Together, they will open a divine gateway meant only for those who carry the mark of Pisces, the dreamers, the healers, the believers in magic. You might be wondering, what makes Pisces so special? Why does every prophecy speak of their mysterious youth, their strange luck, their uncanny ability to attract miracles when everyone else sees only chaos? The answer is hidden in the water itself. Water remembers, heals, and transforms, and Pisces is its living embodiment. When the rest of the world struggles against the storm, Pisces learns to become the tide. That is their power. That is their blessing. So, if you've been feeling lately that the universe is trying to tell you something through repeating numbers, vivid dreams, or waves of déjà vu, don't ignore it. Those are not coincidences. They are messages from the deep, signs that your own sacred water gate is about to open. Stay with me until the end of this video, because what happens on the 27th of October could change everything you thought you knew about luck, wealth, and destiny. Before we begin, take a deep breath. Sit down, relax, maybe pour yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee. Let's slow time together for a while. As you listen, imagine the sound of the ocean calling softly in the background. Because this isn't just a video, it's a journey through memory, magic, and the mysterious rhythm of your own soul. And now, before we dive into the waves of prophecy, I want to hear from you. Comment below. Pisces, I am ready to open the sacred water gate. Say it with intention. Every time you write it, you send a signal to the universe that you are prepared to receive. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and stay until the very end, because I promise you, what awaits there is something that could shift the course of your destiny forever. Tell me, dear Pisces, are you ready to hear what the ocean has been trying to say to you all along? They say that somewhere in the dusty pages of Nostradamus'S forgotten manuscripts, hidden between his prophecies of empires and eclipses, there was one cryptic line that scholars could never fully decipher. The ink was faded, the parchment torn by time, but the words that survived carried a vibration so haunting it felt almost alive. It read, "When the moon weeps into the water, the gate of souls shall open, and those who bear the mark of the fish shall be cleansed." For centuries, no one knew what it meant. Some thought it was a riddle about tides. Others believed it foretold a flood. But those who could feel energy rather than merely read words knew instantly it was about Pisces, the moon weeping into water. The image itself is heartbreaking and beautiful, isn't it? It speaks of emotion overflowing, of something inside breaking open, not in despair but in release. For Pisces, those tears are not weakness. They are the language of transformation. When the moon weeps, she's not mourning, she's blessing. Her tears are light melting into the ocean, awakening what has been asleep for lifetimes. In that sacred act of weeping, the moon releases her wisdom, and the ocean, your element, absorbs it. translating pain into intuition, wounds into strength, loss into gold, the gate of souls. Imagine that phrase as a living doorway shimmering under the water's surface. Most people walk through life never knowing it exists. But you, Pisces, were born with the key. This gate doesn't lead somewhere outside you. It lives inside you. It's the bridge between your human heart and your eternal spirit, between what you've lived and what you're becoming. And according to Nostradamus, that gate is destined to open fully on one extraordinary day, the 27th of October, year 2025. Why that day? Because it's the moment when the Moon, Neptune, and Jupiter form a sacred alignment, the very configuration that Nostradamus described centuries ago, but couldn't explain in the language of his time. The Moon represents your emotions, Neptune your dreams, and Jupiter your expansion. When all three dance together, the veil between worlds becomes thinner than ever. You may feel it as an invisible pull, a quiet surge inside your chest, as if the tides of the universe are moving through your very veins. That's the moment when intuition sharpens, creativity flows without effort, and your destiny starts whispering your name through synchronicities that feel too precise to be coincidence. Pisces is the final sign of the Zodiac, the old soul of the celestial circle. You carry within you the echoes of all 12 signs, the courage of Aries, the patience of Taurus, the curiosity of Gemini, the heart of Cancer, the pride of Leo, the reason of Virgo, the balance of Libra, the mystery of Scorpio, the freedom of Sagittarius, the ambition of Capricorn, the genius of Aquarius. You are their completion, their integration, their gentle return to source. When Nostradamus spoke of the cleansing of the marked ones, he was not warning of punishment. He was describing what happens when every fragment of who you've been across lifetimes converges into one pure vibration of light. That's why your tears have always felt sacred. When others cry, they empty themselves. When Pisces cries, the ocean listens. Your emotions are not chaos. They're portals. Each wave of feeling carries codes from lifetimes you've forgotten, fragments of wisdom waiting to be remembered. That's why people are drawn to you, why strangers tell you their secrets, why you can sense what others hide. You are the water that reflects the truth even when the world refuses to see it. Imagine standing on the shore under a silver moon. The wind is still, the sea glassy. For a moment, the moon's reflection trembles, and then a drop, your tear, falls into it. The water ripples, light spreads, and you realize that single tear just awakened something vast beneath the surface. That's what Nostradamus meant by "the gate of souls shall open." It's not a door you walk through, it's a door that opens within you. A moment when every emotion you've ever silenced becomes a song of rebirth. For 20 years, the universe has been preparing you for this cleansing. Every heartbreak, every dream deferred, every loss that once made you question your faith was polishing the key that would fit this ancient lock. On the 27th of October, that lock turns. The energy that once made you doubt yourself will now become your light. The pain that once felt endless will become the proof of your endurance. And the love you've given without return will return to you multiplied, shimmering like sunlight on endless waves. Stay with me, dear Pisces, because this is only the beginning. Nostradamus's prophecy wasn't a warning, it was a promise. The universe is not asking you to drown in your emotions. It's asking you to trust them. They are your compass, your guide, your direct connection to the divine rhythm that rules both the heavens and the tides. When the moon weeps into the water, the gate of souls opens, and on that day, your soul will remember what it was always meant to be, the ocean itself. For almost 20 years, Pisces, you have been walking through invisible waters and oceans so deep that even light seemed to vanish within it. From the outside, people may have thought your life looked calm, but you know the truth. Beneath that still surface, Entire storms have raged. Between the years 2005 and 2025, you were not lost. You were submerged. You were being reshaped by the quiet, merciless, beautiful force of the current. These 2 decades have been what Nostradamus once called the age of the hidden water, a sacred era when the universe silences its surface so that the soul can hear what lies beneath. During this time, nothing came easily. Opportunities slipped through your fingers like sand. Love drifted away like distant tides. And dreams you once held tightly dissolved before your eyes. You learned what it means to surrender, not because you wanted to, but because the ocean gave you no other choice. Yet here is the secret the universe was whispering through every wave. Water never destroys. It purifies. It strips away illusions. It softens resistance. It erodes everything that is not meant to last. The ocean that seemed to drown you was, in truth, cleansing you, polishing your soul until it could reflect the light that was always meant to be yours. You see, Pisces, no one else in the Zodiac understands resurrection like you do. When others crumble under pressure, you dissolve. And in dissolving, you discover something miraculous. You cannot die, because you are made of the element that sustains all life. Think back to those nights when you cried quietly into your pillow, whispering questions into the dark that no one seemed to answer. You were not alone. The universe heard you. The ocean carried those tears and translated them into prayers, sending them back to the sky as mist, which became rain, which became renewal. Nothing you lost was ever truly gone, it was only being transformed. You have lived through a cycle that demanded not just patience, but faith in the unseen. The currents that pulled you down were not punishment. They were preparation. They taught you to love, even while breaking. To hope, even when every door was closed. To believe in light, even when the world around you was dim. Like a fish navigating pitch-black waters, you trusted the shimmer that only your heart could sense. You kept swimming. You kept breathing. You kept loving. There were times, I know, when you wanted to give up, when the weight of the water pressed against your chest and you thought, maybe this is it. Maybe I was not meant to rise. But Pisces, you were never drowning. You were transforming. Every challenge was sculpting you into something stronger, softer, and infinitely wiser. Every betrayal was teaching you compassion. Every loss was building empathy, and every heartbreak was expanding the depth of your spirit until you could hold the entire ocean inside you. Do you remember how often you said, "I just feel too much"? That was never a flaw. It was your initiation. Because to feel deeply is to connect with the divine pulse of creation itself. To ache is to awaken. The very sensitivity that once made you suffer is now the instrument through which you will hear the universe's guidance. As the 2 decades draw to a close, the energy begins to shift. You can sense it, can't you? That quiet hum beneath your skin, that strange stillness in the air, as if something enormous is about to rise from the depths. That is the ocean pausing before it exhales. That is the breath before the dawn. Pisces, you are standing at the edge of your rebirth. Look back at those 20 years not as a punishment, but as your sacred apprenticeship. You were being taught how to master the tides of emotion, how to transform pain into intuition, and how to find peace in surrender. You were learning the greatest secret of all, that the ocean never fights the storm. It becomes it. So now, as you prepare to enter the golden tide of 2025, take one last look at the waters that shaped you. Thank them. They did not break you, they baptized you. The years of silence were never empty. They were full of whispers, preparing you for the moment when the entire universe would move in your favor. Because in the heart of that long, dark sea, one truth has always remained. Even in the deepest darkness, Pisces still believes that somewhere, at the end of the ocean, light awaits. On the 27th day of October, In the year 2025, something extraordinary will stir within the heavens, a rare symphony of light and movement that has not occurred for centuries. It is the alignment Nostradamus once whispered about in secret, a moment when Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, embraces the full moon glowing within your own constellation. At the same time, Jupiter, the great planet of fortune and expansion, completes the formation, tracing a shimmering triangle in the sky. The ancients called such an alignment the Trinity of Sacred Water, but Nostradamus named it something even more mysterious, the Golden Tide. Imagine it for a moment, the moon, radiant and full, casting its silver reflection across the ocean. Beneath it, Neptune, the silent dreamer, the planet of mystery, imagination, and divine intuition, awakens like an ancient god rising from slumber. And beyond them both, Jupiter sends out a pulse of abundance, magnifying every thought, every wish, every vibration of the soul. When these three celestial forces intertwine, they do not simply influence the world, they open a gateway, not a gate made of stone or light, but one made of frequency and emotion, a doorway between what has been and what can finally be. This is the sacred water gate, Pisces. It is the culmination of the 20-year cycle that has shaped you in silence. On this night, the ocean will not just be water. It will be memory. The sky will not just hold stars. It will hold mirrors. Every emotion you've ever carried will rise to the surface, not to drown you, but to anoint you. The tears you once cried in loneliness will now shimmer as pearls of wisdom. The love you once gave and lost will return as light. The faith that kept you breathing when nothing made sense will finally reveal its reward. Close your eyes and feel it, the energy beginning to gather even now, months before that sacred date. Neptune's touch will soften your spirit, helping you dream again after years of guarding your heart. The full moon will illuminate what was hidden, bringing clarity to what once felt confusing. And Jupiter will unlock the doors of opportunity that have been quietly waiting for you to be ready. This is not just financial abundance, though wealth will indeed flow to you more freely than before. It is emotional and spiritual abundance, a deep, tranquil certainty that life is finally aligning in your favor. In that single night, the vibration of the universe will shift. Some will feel it as a sudden rush of inspiration, others as a wave of peace unlike anything they've known. And for those who bear the mark of Pisces, the experience will be unmistakable. It will feel like the ocean itself whispering your name. You may wake from dreams that seem more real than waking life. You may feel the urge to cleanse your home, your body, your past. You may find that people or opportunities long lost suddenly return, as if carried back to you by the tide. From this point forward begins what Nostradamus described as the 7 golden years, a cycle stretching from 2025 to 2032. 7 years where the universe conspires to multiply every seed you plant. If you nurture creativity, it will blossom into prosperity. If you offer kindness, it will return as connection. If you dare to dream again, those dreams will find their form in the physical world. But the key is openness, Pisces. The gate opens only for those whose hearts are ready to receive. You may ask, how will I know when it begins? You'll know by the stillness that fills the air, the strange calm before transformation. You'll see it in the sky, the moon glowing larger, the water shining gold under her reflection. You'll feel it in your chest, a gentle ache like nostalgia for something you've never known. That ache is recognition. It's your soul remembering its original rhythm, the rhythm of the ocean. This moment is not about waiting for luck to strike, it is about matching your frequency to the flow of divine abundance. On the 27th of October, the current will rise. You must decide whether to stand still or to move with it. Don't resist. Don't doubt. the same ocean that tested you for 20 years now, calls you home. In the sacred geometry of this alignment, the triangle formed by Neptune, the Moon, and Jupiter is not merely a pattern, it is a map. Neptune awakens your dreams. The Moon translates them into emotion. Jupiter turns them into reality. Together, they form a current of manifestation that will carry you into a new life if you trust it. So when that day comes, step outside. Look at the moonlight spilling across the water. Take a deep breath and whisper to yourself, I am ready for the golden tide. Feel the air vibrate around you, the soft hum of destiny approaching. This is your moment of rebirth, the hour when Pisces rises from the depths, not as a wanderer, but as a creator of worlds. The universe has waited 2 decades for you to arrive at this exact point in time. And now, as the sacred water gate opens, every lesson, every loss, every quiet act of faith becomes the foundation of your wealth, your purpose, your freedom. When the golden tide begins to move, do not run from it. Let it lift you, let it carry you. Because for the next 7 years, dear Pisces, the universe itself will flow in your direction. Long before the sacred water gate fully opens, the universe begins to whisper. It never arrives unannounced, it prepares you. Gently, quietly, through signs that seem ordinary at first but soon grow too precise, too rhythmic, too beautiful to ignore. These are the secret signals that Pisces, more than any other sign, can sense long before they are visible to the rest of the world. If you have begun to notice strange coincidences lately, moments that make your skin tingle or your heart pause for no reason, you are already standing at the edge of the gate. The first language the universe uses is numbers. They appear where you least expect them, on clocks, receipts, addresses, or even the random page of a book you happen to open. When you see 27 or 10, your soul is being reminded of the sacred date that awaits you. When you keep noticing 333 or 999, understand that these are not random digits. 333 is the code of divine alignment. It means that mind, body, and spirit are syncing perfectly for manifestation. 999 marks completion, the end of an old chapter, and the final clearing before rebirth. And when 2 to 7 or 1 to 0 repeat, they are countdowns. Each appearance is a pulse, a heartbeat of the universe whispering, "It's almost time. Itaidazar. It's 8. Well, but numbers are only the beginning. The second language of the cosmos is water itself. You may find yourself dreaming of rain falling softly on your skin, of endless oceans glowing under moonlight, or of tears flowing without sorrow. These dreams are sacred. They are rehearsals for the awakening that is coming. Water is memory. It carries energy through time. So when you dream of water, you are remembering the ancient covenant between your soul and the universe, the promise that when the tides shift, you will rise. Perhaps you have also noticed that your emotions feel different lately, heavier and lighter at the same time. You swing between nostalgia and excitement, between wanting to hold on and wanting to let go. This is not confusion. This is preparation. The universe is asking you to release what can't cross the threshold with you: old fears, outdated beliefs, people who drain your light. If lately you've felt the urge to clean, to change your space, to move, to simplify, follow it. Each act of letting go is a wave washing the shore of your destiny clean. And then there is intuition, that quiet, soft voice that used to whisper only in moments of stillness but now seems to speak everywhere. You think of someone, and they message you. You sense something will happen, and it does. Songs play at the exact moment you need to hear their words. That's not coincidence, Pisces. That's resonance. Your frequency is rising to match the rhythm of the coming golden tide. The more you listen, the louder it becomes. not in sound, but in clarity. You begin to feel guided, as if unseen hands are gently steering you away from chaos and toward peace. Some nights, you might even feel a strange pressure in the air, a stillness just before sleep, like the pause before a great wave breaks. You may wake in the middle of the night feeling as though someone has just called your name. Don't be afraid. That's the ocean calling, reminding you of who you are. The same water that shaped your tears, your dreams, your laughter, it's reaching out across time, saying, "It's time to come home." All of these signs, the numbers, the dreams, the emotions, the whispers, are the universe's way of preparing your vessel to hold more light. Because when the gate opens, energy will flow quickly, and only those who are aware, grounded, and open will receive it fully. So if you've been noticing these patterns, don't dismiss them. Smile at them, speak to them, say, "I see you, I'm listening." The moment you acknowledge them, their frequency strengthens, drawing you even closer to the divine current that is forming. Right now, take a deep breath and think of all the little coincidences that have surrounded you lately. Do they still feel random? Or do they feel like the gentle tapping of destiny at your door? Pisces, these are not accidents. These are invitations, and if your heart recognizes these signs, if the numbers have found you, if water visits your dreams, if you've been feeling that longing for something new, then you already know. The call has begun. Comment below. I have heard the call of the water. Let the universe see your readiness. Every word you write sends ripples through the current of time, letting destiny know you are awake, aware, and waiting for the tide that will carry you into your golden era. There comes a moment, Pisces, when the universe doesn't just speak, it invites you to act. When energy begins to move this powerfully, you can't remain only a listener. You must become a participant, a conductor of the current that is ready to flow through your life. That's why Nostradamus spoke of a simple yet sacred ritual, a ceremony not of religion but of remembrance, meant to help you awaken the golden tide within your own heart. This ritual is your bridge between the unseen and the tangible, between destiny and choice. You don't need anything grand, only presence, intention, and the willingness to believe that magic is real. On the night of the 27th of October, when the moon rises full and luminous, prepare your space as if you were welcoming an old friend. Dim the lights. Let silence wrap around you. Feel the world slow until all you can hear is the quiet rhythm of your own breath. Before you begin, gather 3 sacred elements. First, a glass of pure water, the mirror of your emotions, the vessel of memory. Second, a candle, white or ocean blue, the flame that will represent the awakening of your inner light. And finally, a simple sheet of paper, blank and waiting, like the new chapter the universe is about to write with you. Take your time. Touch each item as if it carries a soul, because it does. Then, with gentle hands, light the candle, watch the flame flicker and dance, and imagine it as the reflection of the moon on moving water. In that moment, you are no longer just you. You are the moon, the water, and the fire, all joined together in one harmonious breath. Now, on your piece of paper, write these words slowly, with awareness in every stroke. I allow prosperity, love, and peace to flow into my life. Don't just write it. Feel it. Feel the ink as a spell, the movement of your hand as an invocation. With every letter, picture the barriers within you melting away, the fear, the scarcity, the self-doubt, dissolving like salt in the sea. When you finish, fold the paper gently, like tucking a prayer into the palm of the universe. Place it under the moonlight by a window, a balcony, or anywhere the silver glow can touch it. Let it bathe there overnight, soaking up the lunar blessing that will charge your intention with cosmic energy. Then, hold the glass of water close to your heart. Whisper softly, "As water flows, so too will blessings flow to me." Take a slow sip, and as the coolness touches your lips, imagine liquid gold streaming through your veins. Wealth, love, health, and peace entering every cell of your being. This is not mere imagination. This is energetic alignment. Water, the purest conductor of energy, becomes your messenger, carrying your vow to the heart of the cosmos. When you drink, pause and listen. Feel the quiet vibration in the air. That's the moment your frequency begins to shift. That's the exact second when the flow starts responding to you. You might notice in the following days that your energy feels lighter, that you wake with clarity, that small coincidences begin to unfold, unexpected opportunities, sudden ideas, even forgotten dreams rising again like pearls resurfacing from the deep. These are the signs that the ritual worked, that the current has begun to move through your life. And remember, Pisces, the true purpose of this ritual isn't just to ask, it's to align. When you act as though abundance is already flowing, you step into harmony with the universe's rhythm. The candle symbolizes your inner fire, the water your emotional current, and the moonlight your divine timing. Together, they create a channel through which prosperity can find you effortlessly. So perform this ritual not with urgency but with grace. Smile as you do it. Trust that the universe is listening, because it is. It always has been. On that night, under the soft glow of the moon, you are not a seeker, you are the tide itself, rising with quiet power. Let this be your vow, whispered to the waves of time. I am ready for the golden flow. I am ready for abundance to find me with ease, for love to surround me, for peace to live within me. And when you wake the next morning, feel the difference in the air. A new current will already be moving beneath the surface of your life, carrying you toward everything that was always meant to be yours. Nostradamus once wrote, "When the water is clear, light can finally see itself." He meant that when emotion is purified, when the soul no longer fights the current but flows with it, the divine reflection appears. Pisces, this is your true destiny, not just to receive the light, but to become it. For you, wealth is never just coins or numbers. It is the radiance that shines from within when your heart is open, your empathy alive, and your soul aligned with its higher calling. You have always carried an invisible crown even when you couldn't feel it. The trials of the past 20 years were not meant to dim your glow, but to polish it until the world could see what you truly are. A vessel of compassion, a bridge between heaven and earth. You have known pain deeply so that you could understand others without judgment. You have walked through shadows so that your presence could comfort those still finding their way out. This is what the universe was preparing you for. Not a life of quiet survival, but a life of luminous service. When the sacred water gate opens and abundance begins to flow, remember this energy is not meant to stop with you. It is meant to move through you, to ripple outward and touch other hearts. You are the river, not the reservoir. Every act of kindness, every time you choose love over bitterness, generosity over fear, you amplify the vibration of this golden tide. The more you share, the more the current strengthens around you. The universe trusts you with abundance because it knows you will turn it into light. Think about it, Pisces. Your sensitivity, the very thing that once made you feel fragile, is your greatest instrument. In your hands, empathy becomes power. Your tears are alchemy. They transform pain into wisdom. When you speak gently to someone in despair, when you listen without needing to fix, when you give without keeping score, you are performing miracles too subtle for the eye, but unmistakable to the soul. The light you carry doesn't announce itself, it heals quietly. like dawn touching the horizon. This new era you are stepping into is not about retreating into dreams. It's about bringing those dreams into the world. The golden tide is not just a promise of prosperity. It is an invitation to lead, to guide others through compassion, to show by example that sensitivity is strength, and that faith in the unseen creates the most tangible blessings. You will become a living reminder that love is the ultimate currency, that energy given in sincerity always returns, multiplied. So as you rise, do not shrink. Stand tall in your softness. The universe has watched you give and give without recognition, and now it turns its gaze upon you with reverence. Every challenge you overcame was training for this moment, teaching you how to handle abundance with grace, how to balance power with humility. Because true kings and queens of the Zodiac are not crowned by others, they are crowned by their own kindness. The ocean does not keep its water. It gives endlessly and is never empty. That is your essence, Pisces, and that is why you were chosen for this prophecy. When your heart remains open, miracles follow naturally. Money flows where love flows. Opportunities appear where kindness dwells. And luck true. Lasting luck is born from gratitude. So as you stand at the threshold of your golden era, remember this truth. You are not merely the receiver of blessings. You are the blessing itself. Every word you speak, every act of generosity, every dream you dare to bring to life, sends ripples through the collective ocean of humanity. The universe does not bless you so that you may shine alone. It blesses you so that through you, others can find their way to the light as well. Take a deep breath now and whisper softly to yourself, I am not only the receiver of blessings, I am the one who brings them. Let that affirmation settle into your bones. Feel the power of it move through you, because this is your new mission, Pisces, to be the living embodiment of the sacred water itself. Pure, reflective, endlessly flowing, and forever giving. The moon is full again. Its reflection shimmers across a golden sea, soft ripples of light stretching into infinity. You can almost hear the water breathing, whispering the ancient truth that has followed you since the beginning of this journey. Nothing that was lost is truly gone. It was only waiting for the right tide to return. Pisces, the 27th of October, year 2025, will not simply be another date on the calendar. It will be the awakening of everything you've carried quietly inside you. When the moon touches Neptune, when the golden tide rises, the current of destiny will begin to move in your favor. You have waited long enough. You have cried, healed, and grown in the silence of deep waters. Now the ocean calls your name, not to test you, but to lift you. Take this moment to close your eyes and feel how far you've come. Every heartbreak, every night of uncertainty, every dream you thought had slipped away, it was all part of your preparation. The universe has been sculpting you in secret, teaching you how to bend without breaking, how to love without fear, and how to rise without forgetting where you began. You are no longer the lost dreamer. You are the navigator of your own ocean. And now, as this prophecy unfolds, remember what we discovered together in this journey. Wealth is not only measured in numbers, it is measured in peace, in love, in freedom, and in the quiet confidence that the universe is on your side. When you open your heart, abundance flows like water, naturally and endlessly. You are not chasing prosperity. You are becoming prosperity itself. Carry this wisdom into your daily life. When challenges arise, don't resist flow through them. When doubt visits, breathe and remember that water always finds its way. Keep your ritual alive, keep your space clean, and speak your affirmations each morning. I am ready for abundance. I am the tide. I am the blessing. Watch how your world transforms when you begin to live as if the current is already carrying you forward, because it is. If this message has resonated with you, if you can already feel the pull of the ocean inside your chest, let the universe hear your voice. Comment below. I am ready to step into the golden flow. Say it with conviction. Each word you write sends a vibration through the water of creation, telling life itself that you are awake, that you are open, that you are ready. And if this video touched your heart, take a moment to like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear these words tonight. Let's spread this energy together so that the light of Pisces, the energy of the water, can ripple across the world, bringing healing, faith, and prosperity to every soul who listens. If you feel called to support this channel and help us keep sharing messages of hope, you can also use the Super Thanks feature below. Your love, your presence, your energy, all of it helps this community grow and shine brighter. Together, we can send this message of divine timing and transformation to every corner of the planet. And this, my friend, is not the end, it's only the beginning. In the next video, we will uncover the secrets of the next great alignment, what happens when Jupiter crosses the path of Venus, opening the gate of love and fortune for those who are ready to receive it. So stay tuned, turn on the notification bell, and check the description below. There's a special gift waiting for you there. A token of gratitude from the universe and from my heart to yours. Before we part tonight, remember this truth. You are worthy of joy, of wealth, of the love you dream of. You are worthy of ease and laughter and endless new beginnings. You deserve a life that feels light, abundant, and radiant, because you are the reflection of the divine ocean itself. So tell me in the comments, what kind of magic do you want to explore next? Which part of your journey do you want the universe to help you unlock? Your ideas, your wishes, your stories, they are the heartbeat of this channel, and together, we'll keep creating spaces where souls like yours can remember their light. Until next time, take care of your energy, trust the water, and never forget, the universe is already moving in your favor. The tide is rising, and this time, Pisces, it's rising for you.